So, welcome back guys. As you can see, I'm moving Dragunov, and that means... no, it doesn't. It means that I will teach you today when I use the 1+2 parry, when are good situations to apply it, and I will show you a situation after running 2 is blocked and how good the move is. So, let's start this. I use this move since Tekken Tag Tournament 2 to punch parry. There are situations where a lot of options can be punch parried, light after down forward 2-2, down forward 1 gets parried into a launcher, down forward 2 gets parried into a launcher, and back 2 gets parried into a launcher. And the move is -6. So in general you can go from -6 to -9 where you use this move, and of course if the parry hits successfully you get a launcher. Keep in mind though, it doesn't work against kicks. And if they mash jabs immediately here, they actually can mash you out. But if they're 1 frame too late, they're gonna get parried. The next one is a very unorthodox one. It's upward 1. Upward 1, I use that a lot at the wall actually. I found this pair a coincidence, and yeah, as you can see, down forward 1, down forward 2, and jabs are getting parried, so you can use that at the wall very nicely. The next one is the 2 till the 1. If you it leaves them in crouch, which makes everything very character dependent. For instance, if you Dragunov and he tries to use the while standing 1 afterwards, he gets punch parried. But this is a very character specific. For instance, if he does while standing 2, then it doesn't work. If he expects the follow-up, most people like to be defensive afterwards, so you have to know what while standing moves your opponent has. Now we have forward 1+2, where you can parry jabs, down forward 1s, as you already know, and also down forward 2 after a safe homing launcher on normal hits. And last but not least, we have fish hook, where I really love to use it. After fish hook, this is so cheap, man. It does for jabs, for down forward 1, and for down forward 2. Wait a second. Yeah, down forward 2. And it launches them, of course. I want to show you how the combo works, but for that I have to change for a second. I think that's most of the times where I use this move, especially at the wall. It is pretty dirty, to be honest, and I will show you other application for this move. I use this move since Tekken Tag Tournament 2. It was already good then, and against characters like Kazumi, like Steve, like Dragunov, everyone who is offensive and uses a lot of jabs, this character now got way better, really way better. And the same applies if he's plus. For instance, if he's +6 or +5, there are a lot of moves that are now very risky to throw out, which are normally more kind of a checking tool, I would say. Oh no, please don't record the jump back. Which now are very dangerous actually for the opponent. And if you can condition them with this move to be very afraid when they're having plus frames, then you actually achieved your goal. You actually now play a completely different game, as you can see here. This is Dragunov's most used pressure tool, the best move he has, and he cannot jab afterwards without risking getting launched. And or he cannot down forward 1 check you. Do you get how important this is? Like how good this is? This really sets Feng with all his evasion on a whole nother level, in my opinion. Whole nother level. Oh wait, I fucked up the combo, but you get the point. For people that don't know, you have to dash up forward for 1+2, but you can just triple dash and do it because there's no... if you triple dash, he will always do the forward 1+2, so it's very easy then. To wrap it up, this with the increased range and on character dependence, I saw people try to punish this at max range and it whiffed, so it's always good. And that was my top 5 moves where I used the parry after. You can also use them after while standing 4 on block. I saw people using it after After this, for some instance, while standing 1-2, could you please guard everything for God's sake? Even though it's -10, because of the extension, people will jab after the delay window for the extension is over. After this, you can use it as well, because it's -7. People tend to jab after that a lot of the times, a lot more than you think. Which one did I forget? I think I forgot something, but that doesn't matter. After this one you can do it as well, but it's not that good because the range makes it a little bit iffy. I showed you most of the stuff where I use it, and I think this move is very, very good in a lot of matchups. I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for a lot more tech on Feng to come.